Zhang Guoliang is a captain with a commercial airliner. Before coming to the United States, he worked as a pilot in southern China. He lost his job because he refused to give up his belief in Falun Gong. Around July 20th, 1999, when the persecution of Falun Gong began, he and other practitioners appealed to the Guangzhou municipal and Guandong provincial governments regarding Falun Gong. The response to their pleading was a crackdown. The crowd was dispersed. We were forced to various vehicles and transported to other places. Like other Falun Gong practitioners, Zhang hasn't given up on raising public awareness of the persecution and calling for its end. 21 years have passed. July is here again. It's an emotional time for every Falun Gong practitioner. There is a July 20th every year, and each of us commemorates our fellow practitioners in his or her own way. We help more people in the world to know the truth, the facts of the persecution of Falun Gong. We expose the Chinese Communist Party's brutal persecution of the Falun Gong principles, truthfulness-compassion-forbearance, and the crackdown on various belief groups. Zhang says that he is happy to see that more and more people have come to see the facts and the true colors of the CCP. As the world's people awaken to the facts, the CCP is steps away from its end. Especially this year, the CCP has imposed the national security law and taken away the freedom of speech from people in Hong Kong. It has also demonstrated its ambition and the ugly role it plays in the pandemic. Now more and more countries are seeing the CCP for what it is and are exerting pressure on the CCP. I believe the CCP's evil deeds in persecuting Falun Gong practitioners and all Chinese people will come to light in the near future. People will understand more about the belief of Falun Gong, the spirit of Falun Gong practitioners, and the magnificence of Dafa. I believe this day will come soon. China has brought two epidemics to the world, SARS and the COVID-19, also known as the CCP virus. Why did they originate in China? According to ancient Chinese culture, plagues have something to do with those in the position of governing the place. Plagues happen in a society that has lost its morality. Taiwan and Hong Kong, before the national security law, have had the pandemic pretty much under control. These two areas are both quite near the mainland, yet they have seen much fewer COVID cases. Both places have been rejecting the communist ideology. The CCP forcefully implemented the national security law in Hong Kong. On July 1st, the first day of the new law, the police arrested over 100 people. Ever since the CCP established the National Security Agency in Hong Kong has seen rising infections and no sign so far that the pandemic is under control. Our ancestors taught us to respect the divine, heaven, and earth. We need to think about whether there's a factor of retribution in all of these.